Hi everyone, welcome to Kelly's Kitchen. I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but by us it is cold out. It's -20, I think, regular temperature here. I know I should be used to it, but I'm not. It is still cold out. 25 to 50 below wind chills. Yeah, I need some soup. Need something to keep me warm. So we're making taco soup today. Very simple recipe, quick and easy, and I'm kind of doing two versions of it at the same time. So I'm making a double batch because my husband can have certain things or wants certain things because he wants to stay kind of keto, and I do certain things also where I stay away from some of the dairy and stuff. So I'm gonna do one batch together and then split it in two so that he can have his version and I can have my version, so it works out really well. What we're gonna use today is a pound of ground beef. You could use ground turkey, and that's what I normally go with, but I didn't have ground turkey, so we're going with ground beef today. That's what I have, that's what we're using. We have 2 cups of salsa. This is homemade salsa. You can obviously use the jarred version. If you use one that's hot, a hot salsa, that would give you more heat in your soup. We have 2 cups of onions. We have some avocado oil here, and I'm gonna do a little over a tablespoon of avocado oil. Water, we're gonna use a total of 3 cups, and I obviously only have 1 cup here, but I'll just keep refilling it. We have refried beans. These are the Black Refried Beans. And if you check out City Foodie Farm, she just came out with a recipe for refried beans, and that's what this is, and they are superb. They don't have the cilantro on the top of them as they did in her recipe because I'm throwing it in the soup. And my husband is not a huge fan of cilantro, so I kept that off of there. Then for our seasonings, we have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and then I threw some turmeric in there just because I really like it. It's probably about a half a teaspoon. I like what it does. It's really healthy for you, so I like to throw that in whenever I can. Then afterwards, we're gonna have a little bit of toppings. My husband will get some shredded cheese on his with some tomato and avocado, and I'll just do the tomato and avocado, and maybe a little kale as well. So let's get this going. All right, we got our big pot on the stove. We're gonna turn this on medium, low. We're gonna pour in our avocado oil, a little bit over a tablespoon, probably like 1 tablespoon, 1 plus 1 teaspoon. And then we're gonna get our ground beef in there. Again, you could use ground turkey as well. That works really well. And then we have 2 cups of onion, chopped onion. We'll get that in first, and we wanna get this all nice and browned up. I'm gonna just make sure it gets all nice and shredded up here. So once that's all nice and separated, we're just gonna let this cook and get nice and brown and get the onion sauteed, and we'll be right back. So once our hamburger is pretty much browned up, now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. We have 2 cups of salsa. And we have a total of 3 cups of water. Then we're gonna add our chili powder, our turmeric, and our cumin. And if you were making this for yourself and you wanted to throw those refried beans in there, I would do that right now as well. But again, because I'm gonna make 2 separate versions of this, I'm gonna keep that out until the end and add it when I split it up. Now all the soup has to do is simmer for 10 minutes and you're gonna be good to go. It's already smelling wonderful. It's smelling nice and warm and hearty. Can't wait to eat it on this really cold day. So we'll be back in 10 minutes and check this out. We've been simmering for 10 minutes now. Soup looks like it's ready to go. As you can see, we have our meat and our vegetables and all of our ingredients from our salsa that were in there. The seasonings in there. It smells wonderful. Let's get this plated up so you can see what it's gonna look like when we're done. We are back. We have our soup here. So I'm gonna first of all put some in mine. I did put a big heaping spoonful of refried beans in mine, in my bowl. And I'm just gonna add some soup to them to warm up those beans as well right now. And just mix them around a little bit. It makes the soup a lot thicker. So if that's what you're going for, it works really well. Also, adding cheese will make it thicker if you don't want the beans in it, or if you want both in it. So that's good for me. And now for my hubby, we're gonna get him a bowl. And then to his, we're gonna add some cheese right away because that cheese is gonna melt on the top. It's like magic. Love it. It actually, if you fill it all the way over the top, it creates like a little barrier on it. It's really kind of cool. And then to his, we'll add some tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes. And some avocados. And yes, I should have used a spoon, but we've been married for this long, it doesn't matter anymore. I also have a little sour cream I'm gonna dollop on the top of his. And then his is good to go. Now mine, I'm just gonna put a little of the corn chips on it and some more tomatoes. I'm not gonna put in some avocado. I'm not gonna put the cheese on mine because I don't want cheese in mine. But again, I have the beans to go with it. And I'm not putting the chips on them until I'm ready to eat because otherwise they get soggy right away and I like them to be crunchy. So I really hope you guys like this. I hope it warms you up. Again, if you want something hot, not just hot, but spicy hot, add a little hot salsa to it. I hope it keeps you warm on these cold days. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comments are always appreciated. Have a great day and stay warm.